What do I mean? For the sake of newbies among us, I'm gonna be, letting you know who I am. My name is Christian Chibike Ome. And by the special grace of God, today I've graduated from being a student to a coach. And not just only being a coach, but a coach with practice and experience as well, who through this particular amazing business model that I believe brought each and every one of us to this particular training, I have been allowed to enjoy greatly from this amazing business. And the same thing is what we're going to be teaching you tonight. So you see, my journey so far, I'm that young man who had ambition, who wanted to, take care of his family, who wanted to do a lot of things that money can do. And because of that, I left home so early in order to become an apprentice and serve a man. And after serving a man for 80 good years, I was settled with 300,000 naira after 80 years. And what did I do? Even though I knew that things were wrong, I simply had no choice but to start from where I was. And that was what led to me opening up my own business. And in doing that business, what could happen to any other person out there who might not have enough capital to fund his or her business happened to me. Why? Because of the economy we're into. And that was how I lost my business after a few years of, being on my own. So all my struggle for 80 years, all the efforts and everything seemed to disappear within a twinkle of an eye. And that was when I thought something need to change. I entered the street, I started to hustle. I started up some businesses. I did a couple of things. I did so many jobs. It was not forthcoming. Things were not showing up much. And a lot happened on the way. But this particular year, 2024, last year, on February, I happened to travel. Because why I remember that particular movement was that was the last time I ever asked anybody to borrow me such miserable amount of money. And on that particular movement, I went to my village. A village that I was supposed to be going to celebrate with my people, or maybe when I'm going there, I'll buy a lot of things, I'll buy a lot of gifts and others. I went home broke. And coming back to town, I didn't have a dime on me. I was to borrow. And how much was I to borrow? 5,000 naira. And a friend of mine made a caricature of me. And that same thing that happened that very day taught me a very big lesson. And that was the day I said enough is enough. I remembered my friends used to tell me about TikTok, that people make money online. I was not that kind of interested in online things. And that was how I picked interest. I said, for goodness sake, I have my Android phone with me. So I became intentional. I went online searching for people talking about businesses. And that was how I stumbled across our coach, Boss Gideon, talking about this particular application called uTrading. He talked about the application. What does it do? The application, he said, trades the crypto financial market and helps you to make money, whether the market is going up or the market is going down. I say, what? I have never heard this kind of thing before. And that was how I followed him to a training like this, which we're about to explore. And on that training, something happened to me. You see, I believe that training was an eureka moment. A singular training that has turned everything around, that has rewrite every story of mine within a short period of time, in less than 1 year. A lot has happened. And that same training, that same meeting is what each and every one of us is to be exposed tonight. All you need to do is to sit back and pay attention. Now, what does this robot do? What the robot do does is just to trade the crypto financial market. Now, there is a market called crypto market. And this market, you deal with coins. For those of us who don't know what crypto market is all about, you deal with coins, which means you can trade these coins and make money from them. And that was how I decided to trade this particular financial market with this robot. You see, that young man who was broke today has done a lot of things. You see, I used one of my accounts in this particular amazing robot earlier last year and generated over $17,000 in 3 weeks. And today, that account has exceeded over 50 to 70K. I can tell you that. I used the second account to do over $21,000 in less than 40 days. And do you know what? With so many other accounts as well, that sometimes when I start to show it, some of the newbies who just came into the system, they get confused. They're like, how do you make the money? This thing looks like hype. And I now decided that I'm going to start a fresh account that I'm going to be using to run this particular challenge. We call it 10K challenge, making at least $10,000 in 30 days. But something different happened this time around. You know why? Because the young man got better at his skills. And that was how I have used this particular robot. If I click on this profit, you will see that this robot has actually generated over $10,000. And how many days? Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. Has done over $10,000. Over $10,000. And this is how the money comes. This is that for a few days now, I have not traded because I've been busy with one or two things which I have not focused on trading using this particular amazing system. Because if you look at this place, you can see a day that I made over $1,000, over $1,500, over $500.
Chibike, we couldn't hear you at a point. Please just, I don't know whether it's your network.
All right, can you hear me now?
Chibike, if you can hear me, we can't hear you, please. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead now. We should stop hearing you for minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. All right. So now, if you can see, this is because for a few days now, I have not traded like I used to because of my schedules and the little bit travel that I did. And even as I have not traded, the system still generates money, even at my inactivity. And what I'm going to be showing you tonight is how this money came about. How do we make this money using this particular robot? We operate in an open market that have the capacity to generate profit for anybody, no matter where you are coming from. So if I click on this particular place, you can see there are different coins here. Like you can see BTC, you can see Ethereum, you can see Sol, you can see SRP, you can see MNT, you can see SEI, you can see different coins you can trade. If I scroll down, you can see them. All right, meaning that you can use this particular trade, this particular market to trade this particular market, this particular robot to trade this particular market. So what do? All you need to do is to understand a simple formula. First of all, you need to download this robot. If you choose to trade the crypto market using this particular robot, all you need to do is to download it. Now, let me tell you one thing I understand. When you use robots, for example, other robots I have seen or I have known about after a few months, you have to buy those robots. Those robots, you have to pay for it. Meaning that before you have access to the robot, you need to buy it. But you trading artificial intelligence, the you trading robot is simply a gift from God. Meaning that you can download this particular robot without paying a dime for it. So what do? All you need to do is that in this group where you happen to access the link to join this particular training, all you need to do is to collect the link on how to download and register on uTrading. Then you just register with your information and you download the app in your phone and you are good to go. Now, when you download the app in your phone, look at how this particular robot operates. Because tonight, I'm going to be making it simple for you on how you can download the application and how you can also use this particular robot to set up these trades and you make money. Now, this robot trades within crypto exchanges. What are crypto exchanges? Crypto exchanges look like this. If you ever do anything in crypto space, you have to be seeing this particular exchange. Now you can see the number one here. You can see Bybit, you can see Binance, you can see BitGet, you can see OKX, you can see Bitmart, you can see KuCoin, you can see MEX, you can see Get.io, HCS Global, Cranking Sports, you can see Cranking Futures, you can see Coinbase, you can see Binance US, you can see Bitfinex, you can see BingX as well. So any of these particular exchange, you can use it to trade the crypto financial market. So how does this robot function? The robot functions in this way. All you need to do is to download an exchange of your choice. Exchange that you know you prefer to use to trade this market. Download it. Within this particular list of exchange that is here, meaning that you need to connect the robot to your exchange to trade the crypto market and you make money for yourself. Now, can I tell you something? Apart from using a robot to trade the crypto market, you are left alone, you are left on your own to trade within these exchanges by yourself with the knowledge you have, without the help of anything. Meaning that in this particular exchange, you can transact, you can buy coins, you can trade them either on futures or on spot. But with the robot, it makes a lot of things easier for you. And that is where even a newbie who don't know anything about crypto can perform magic. How does it work? First of all you need to do is to do what we call API connection. If I click on that Bybit, it brings me to this place where you see quick and normal. And when you see quick and normal, if I click on normal, it will show me this particular place where it shows me what I need to authorize, how to connect my robot to my exchange. And we have trainings on how to do that. So all you need to do is to take a look at the guide on how to connect your API, and simply you will connect your API. You can also use the quick way to connect the API, which is very simple. You just click on this place, it will authorize and connect your exchange to your robot, and you are good to go. Now, once you are done connecting your API, you need to start making money. How do you start making money? That's why I told us, this is the most simplest business I have ever seen. Why? Because to understand the settings are not that difficult. It's not difficult. And we have made things a lot easier. What do? When you come to this place, you can see the market, right? You can see the market. You come to this place, you click on trade. So when you click on trade, you have to set up these particular coins. You have to launch these particular coins. So when you launch these coins, this particular robot will start trading for you. And whenever it reaches your take profit, it will give you profit. But look at this. The most amazing thing is that this robot does that both on spot and also on futures. And apart from doing it on spot and on futures, the robot also trades automated, meaning that you can automate your trading and the robot will trade automatically and give you profit at will. Now, if you click on this place, you can see Synchro. Synchro is an idea of copying the lead traders, meaning that you can copy lead traders. You can copy those that are using this particular robot as well. All right? You can copy their trade. You can copy their trade. All right? And that's how amazing it is. So that is an idea to make things much more easier. all right, with this particular robot. To make this much more easier with this particular robot, all right? So now, when you click on signals, the robot also provides signals for you as well to trade, meaning that you can use these signals to take advantage of the market. If I click on this particular place, you can see all the signals here are for spot, meaning that the robot gives you an opportunity or an information, a kind of, on how to take advantage of some of this coin that is at the right place to trade so you can be able to make money. What do I mean? This is also a way the robot helps you to have a wonderful experience using this particular robot to trade. You can also use what we call the long robots, which if I uncheck this particular spot and click on that particular long green, it will show me all the signals on what is it called? On long. Meaning that I can trade these particular signals on long. We recommend the one that is just pushed. When you see the one that is just pushed, you can trade them and you definitely make money. And we have a guide on how you can trade these signals and you definitely be on profit. If I uncheck this particular place and I check short, you will see all the signals that the robot is giving on short. All right? All the signals that the robot is giving on short. You can see this signal came one hour ago on red coin. So, and that is how it is, meaning that the robot supplies us with signals on how to trade the market and make a lot of money. So for some of us that are saying, oh, I need a signal, and we are paying somebody to give you signal, the robot gives you free signal that you can trade and make money. And that's the beauty of it. If I click on this manual, you will see that the robot offers me an opportunity to trade within the manual robot as well. Meaning that I can trade the market with the manual robots. Now, how does it look like? When I click on this AI DCA Pro, now this particular type of robot allows you to flex your muscles no matter how much capital you are using in this particular place. Meaning that you can trade this market. If I click on this place, you will see this particular robot on you will see this particular place where you can select your coins. If I come to this place, I can click on, let's say I want to trade SRP, I want to trade Link and others. So I want to trade these 2 coins. I'll just click on it, on confirm. And once I click on confirm, it will bring me to this place where it allows me to impute the amount of money I want to use and trade. And it shows me some parameters that I need to authorize. I'll just click a few things and decide my take profit, and I'll hit on launch. And the robot will trade for me. Now, this robot allows you that if you have a capital as low as $50, you can trade this market. If you have a capital as lower than $100, you can trade this market. And you can trade it on spot and you make money 247. Meaning that you can even grow a little capital into something significant and you make massive progress. Now, if I go back to this place, you will see you can use what we call the AI DCA Pro on features. On AI DCA Pro features, we recommend that if you want to trade this market on features, you use at least a capital from $100 and above if you want to trade features. And all you need to do is you come to this place, you click on coins that you want to trade. If I click on Dodge, ADA, and BNB, I'll just click on confirm, and it will bring me to this place. Now, at this point, what do I need to do? I need to decide which way I want to trade. In this market, the market is a moving market, meaning that the market goes up and it goes down. And when the market goes up, we call it long. And when the market goes down, we call it short. Meaning that you can long the trade and you can short the trade. And any which of this you do, the robot have the capacity to deliver on profit. What do I mean by that? If I click on long, the robot will also trade this particular 2-3 coins on a long trade for me. Meaning that as market is going up, the robot will, once it reaches my take profit, the robot will close the profit for me and I will make money. I can also trade it on short, meaning that once the market is going short, the robot will close this particular trade on short for me and I will make money. And I can also use what I call the indicator hedging. Indicator is a situation where I can launch these two coins in two directions at the same time, meaning I can launch it on long and I can launch it on short at the same time. And once the robot reaches my take profit, according to my settings, I will make money. Now, I can also use what I call the indicator direction. Now, indicator direction is a system. The robot has indicators in the market that scan the market and understand the level or the direction the market will take. Meaning that if you don't know anything about trading, you can use this particular indicator direction to enter a trade, even as a newbie, and you will still make profit. And that is the beauty of it. And all you need, once you have just clicked the few things you are directed to, you hit on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade this market for you. Now, if I go back, I will show you other robots as well you can use. And you can see there are different robots. You can see both the martingale spots and martingale features. You can see AI DCA spots. You can see AI DCA features. You can see AI grid on spot. You can see AI dual grid. You can see DCA spot. You can see DCA features. And all these particular robots helps you to make progress. All you need to do is to understand how to apply these strategies, and you will do perfectly well with this. And this is how we make the money. Now look at this. If I click on DCA spot, on DCA spot we recommend, if you want to trade this market as well, we recommend you use at least a capital, even if no matter how small your capital is, at least $50, right? And you come into this market and you start to make money. Which means this robot accepts and welcomes everybody according to your capacity. Why? Your capital is going to stay with you in the first place. So whether your capital is big or small, you can take advantage of the crypto market. You can make money in this particular space. All right? Now, if you come to this place, you select your coin. If I click on BTC, I'll just select the coin I want to trade. I'll just select, let's say I want to trade on Dodge, and this is spot. I'll just decide my take profit. Now, the default is at 0.89. I can take profit at 1%. I can take profit at 2%, meaning that I want this robot to close this deal for me. Once this market reaches 2% profit, the robot should close the profit for me and drop it. And that is how beautiful it is. Now, and this is amazing. So once you are done, you hit on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade for you. You can also use what we call the DCA spot, the DCA features. On DCA features, you can decide to trade long, just like I explained before. You can decide to trade short, and when the market is going down, the robot will close, will give you profit. You can decide to trade auto hedging, meaning that when the market is going up, the robot gives you profit on the long trade. The market starts to go short, the robot gives you profit on the short trade. All you need to do is to understand the simple strategies, and you definitely do well. And you can also use what we call auto direction as well, meaning that the robot will now be the one to pick the direction you are to trade, and it will trade and deliver on profit. And this is beautiful. So you can just select your coins and you determine your settings. And once you take profit, you determine your take profit, and you can decide 2%, you can decide 1%, you can decide 0.6%, you can decide 0.8%. And the guides on how to take profit is also there. And you see the best strategy so far. So what do? All you need to do, once you're done with your setting, you click on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade for you. And that's the beauty of this particular robot. Now, if I go back to this place, you will see the robot has a way of closing profit for us. Now, when you look at this particular place, you can see this is 2% yield, which is Chigai. It closed about $60 at the stretch. Boom, 2%, 2.1%, about $60. You can see near 56%. You can see also, what is it called? You can see AB, 57%. You can see 63%, $63 on 2%. You can see 2.1% to $63 on dot. You can see $62 and so on and so forth. If I start to go down, you will see so many on how this robot closes profit, both on short trade and on long trade. You can see this particular sand gave it $7, 3% yield. You can see this particular Avas, AXL, give a 2.54%, $70. You can see on how the robot closes profit at a maximum take profit. And that is the beauty. So now the question is this: how do you start to trade? We recommend, before you start to set up your trade, you need to know that we have done this over a period of time and understand the best way you can take advantage of the market. And that is what we call the strategies that makes the difference. Now, how do you have access to this strategy is very important. And all I urge you to do with this strategy is just understand the simple formula and apply them. Understand the way we put this particular robot to use, and you yourself will start to generate money using this particular robot. Now, how do you apply this strategy? How do you make sure that you start to make money like what you are seeing here? We don't joke in this particular place. This is not a theory. I have done this over and over with one account, second account, 3 accounts. If you want to have 5 accounts, you can. But I have done it over and over using this particular amazing robot. How? That is what I want to show you. Now, if I click on this place and I click on this more, and I click on this more, it will bring me to this place where you see store. Now, on this store, that is the place where you see what we call uGas. Now, for you to assess our strategy, you need to be added to our inner group mentorship or to the 10K group mentorship. Now, these are the 2 platforms and also the $1 million gang group and also the 100K group. These are the platforms we have where we mentor you, where you have access to our what? To our strategies. Now, let me shock you how you gain access to this group. You don't pay a dime to gain access to this group. All you need to do is to activate your robot. How do you activate your robot? The robot made it simple that you don't put your trading capital inside this particular robot to trade. No. Your capital is going to stay with you. Your capital is going to stay in your hand. Meaning that in that your desired exchange, you have to deposit this of your capital into that exchange. And when you deposit it there, you now use the robot since you have connected it and start to generate money, just like what I have been showing us. Now, what do? You need to activate what we call the uGas. Now, uGas is like a fuel that allows the robot to trade this market. Without a uGas, no robot functions. It doesn't matter whether if it is this robot or any other robot out there that you come across uses what we call uGas or gas. So you need to activate the gas. Gas is not strange. Gas is not a strange thing when it comes to robots. In you trading is made simple that the only thing you need is to buy your gas, which the robot will use to launch this trade and make money for you. It's just very simple. It's just like you having a car now needs to put fuel and drive it to any destination you want. It's just that simple. And when you come to this gas, you see a price of $45 uGas, which will give you 4,500 gas. You see $95 uGas, which will give you 10,000 uGas. You see the 540 uGas, which will give you 60,000 uGas. And you see the 1,700, which will give you 200,000 uGas. And you see the 2,400, which will give you 300,000 uGas. And you see the 3,750, which will give you 500,000 uGas. And you see the 7,000 uGas, which will give you 1 million uGas. Now, each time I start to talk about this gas, I get so excited. You know why? When you see my result, you will understand what we are doing in this particular space. Why? Because we have been there. Now, look at this. If you want to get your gas, you can get any gas of your choice, but we recommend, if you are here to trade, if you are here to make money, we recommend, no matter how broke you are, don't go for the gas of $45. Why? Because the gas of $45 does not have what we call the speed the robots come with. Right? The speed is important. How important is the speed? The speed of the robot is as important as the B-2 fighter jet that was used to bomb nuclear weapon in Iran. I'm telling you, that is the kind of mindset you need to have about the speed of the robot. Why? Because we are here to make money. So the $45 uGas is a no-no. Why? Because it comes with 3D speed 0. Now, when you go for the gas, we recommend, let's assume you don't have money, but you want to start anyhow. Then you can go for the $95 uGas. At that, your robot will possess speed 1. When you go for the 540 uGas, your robot will possess speed 2 level. And of course, the 1,700 gives you speed 3, and 2,400 gives you speed 4, and 3,750 gives you speed 5, and of course, the 7,000 uGas give you speed 6. A lot has asked me, what are you doing differently? What have you been doing to be making such progress? Let me tell you something. If you don't understand what $10,000 mean in less than 15 days, based on, let's say 50%, half of the month, half of 30 days, or more than that particular figure, the target has already been crushed. If you don't understand what it means, take your calculator and calculate it in your local currency, so you understand what we're talking about. A lot have asked me, what is your secret? What are you doing differently? And I keep telling them, the speed of my robot is quite at the efficient level. In fact, what I use is a B-2 Spirit fighter jet called uGas. And it has been delivering. And all you need to do is to make sure you have a good speed. Once you have a robot with a good speed, you have settled 50% of the case. And you are good to go. The next is understand the strategy, and you do magic in this particular space. Now, when you get the $95 uGas, you will be added to our inner group mentorship. That is a place where you assess a strategy that you can use the capacity of this particular gas to trade according to the capital you have, and also start to make money for yourself. Now, when you get the gas of 540, you will be added to the 10K group. On this 10K group, that is a place where you can now start to compete to at least achieve 10K in your next 30 days. And let me tell you something. When it comes to trading space, forget that we are saying 10K. You can do more than 10K. The goal there is to help you understand that there is a higher level you can operate from. and you can achieve something significant, because that was exactly what happened to me. The simple reason why the 10K group was created is because our boss used this particular robot to generate over 10K in 30 days, and he decided to give people access to that particular strategy. Meaning that this is an open market. You can come and you make as much as possible. But the level of uGas recommended that can at least kickstart you on the journey of 10K is at least the 540 uGas. That's why when you have the 540 uGas, you are qualified to be added to the 10K group. Why? Because your robot possess at least a speed level that have the capacity to achieve that particular target. All you need is to improve your skill, your understanding on how to use the strategy, and you do amazingly well. And a lot has done crazy things here. So when you get your gas, neither the one of 1,700, which is also better, but because we know, yes, there are some of us who are listening to us. When you're mentioning this money, they are like, see, when all the gas that I started to buy, when I understand how important this thing is 2,400 uGas for all my trade until I started this new account and I decided to do something different. But I'm not asking you to do a particular uGas. You know your capacity. But one thing I assure you is this. You just have to know the benefit of this uGas and the impact on improving your results, which will be at your own advantage. And that is just it. And any which one you're using, definitely you will make money. But me, I want to crush it as quickly as possible. But that is good. Now, all you need to do, once you have gotten your uGas, the 95, you reach out to an admin to add you to the inner group. When you get a gas of 540, you reach out to an admin to add you to the 10K group, or the gas of 1,700 or 2,400 or 3,750 or 7,000. You reach out to admin to add you to the 10K group, where you start the journey of crushing at least $10,000 in your next 30 days. And here, I want to make something that looks like a disclaimer. You see, the business we do is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not bring one to bring two. It's not put 100 to get 200 or put 1,000 to get 10,000. No, that is not a business we do. Remember, we trade the crypto financial market. The only thing that gives us opportunity to take advantage of the market and make so much money within a short period of time is simply our understanding based on this particular robot and based on the market itself. And that is why we have a strategy that you can use and start to make a similar result like what I'm saying. And anybody can do well. Why? Because there is already a template on how to do it. Meaning that even if you have not done anything like this in the past, you can still make progress here. And once you understand this, it's very simple. So apart from the uGas you are going to buy to activate your robot, which is what you are going to be using to launch your robot, your trades, you are not paying anybody money. You are not giving anybody capital to trade for you. The capital will be in your exchange. Be it $50, be it $100, be it $1,000, be it $10,000 or $100,000. It's going to be in your exchange. You don't give anybody money. For anybody that will tell you, hey, you have to put money in you trading after you have bought your gas, and we will do some setup, and you will take the money back to your own exchange, that is a lie. In this particular place, we come here to make money. Everybody, all of us are the same thing. I have my exchange that I'm using, and you have your own exchange as well. But I use the same robot. You use the same robot. You use this robot, and you make your money and enjoy your life. You don't give people money or give them access to your personal information. The only thing you need to do is to put out your money in your exchange, understand our strategy, make sure you are in the inner group or the 10K group, and you will definitely do amazing things here. And at this point, I believe that you understand exactly what I'm trying to communicate to us. So now, for some of us who might be new, I want to use this opportunity to help us understand something. In this community, under Coach Gideon, we do not have a platform that sells USDT. In Telegram or anywhere, even if they are using Boss Gideon's face or my name or my face or any of the admin's face or name to chat you up to buy USDT for cheaper price, these are scammers. Meaning that in this particular community, we will not chat you first. We will not be the one to send you a message first. If you want our service, if you want our assistance, if you want our help, you are going to be the one to request from us what you want us to assist you on. Please pay attention. It's very, very important. The business we do have the capacity to give anybody any amount of money you want. But you must also be clever as well, not to make some cheap mistakes. And that is why, because we have good intentions for you, because we want your own progress, because we want you to make this money and enjoy that particular money, we always warn you ahead of time. There are scammers that are everywhere, impersonating every good thing that anybody is doing anywhere. That's why we help you understand how transparent our business is. That we will never ask you to pay money to be added to the inner group. No. The inner group mentorship is free. Once you have bought your gas, you'll be added to the inner group or to the 10K group. We will never ask you to put your money in your trading so that we will run a setting for you. And after the setting, you will take it back to your exchange. No. Anybody that said these things to you, block that person. Anybody that chat you first and say, I'm Boss Gideon, I want to help you set up your trade, is a scammer. Our coach, Boss Gideon, will never send you a message first. When you come to our Telegram, there are names of admins that you can reach out to. And when you chat them, they will respond to you. When you come to our WhatsApp groups in the inner group, there are names of admins you can reach out to. If at all an admin is chatting you, go back and check the history of your message, whether if you're the one that messaged that admin first. If that admin is chatting you fresh on your own, on her own, or his own, knowing that this person is a scammer. Whether the person is using my name or the name of our coach, Boss Gideon, or the name of any of our admin, these are scammers. Why are we shouting like that? Why are we telling you these things? We want you to be safe. We want you to be safe. Why? Because the business itself is transparent on its own. Apart from the gas you will buy, your capital stays with you in your bank, in your exchange. And all you need is to trade and make money and enjoy yourself. And I believe that with this, you will definitely understand that we have good intentions for you. We want everybody to make money and share testimonies, just like so many are doing. And we want you to be safe while you are doing that. Now, at this point, I'll be welcoming back my coach, Boss Gideon. And I really appreciate every moment I have speaking to us, showing us everything about this business. I'm really glad because what we are doing, a lot of testimonies from different places, it gives me joy because I know that with God on our side, we can do exploit. So at this point, I'll be welcoming back my coach, Boss Gideon. If you are available with us, please kindly take over the floor. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate this moment. Thank you very much. Boss, are you there?
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is a wonderful one. All right, can you hear me now? That was an amazing
Yes, of course, we
section.
can help.
I believe we all actually enjoy this session. Sorry, I'm currently on the road. That is why you cannot be able to see my face right now. I'm driving. I left the house or somewhere. So I want to say this to us. Sorry, I can't be able to share my screen because I'm driving. Please pay attention. Now, a lot of us come with the mindset of get rich quick scheme. People who want to become multimillionaires overnight. In as much as we've seen students who are sharing results, making $10,000 in 10 days, making $20,000, $30,000, $100,000, and etc. Now, I want to say that the results are typical, meaning that results are cannot be the same. Now, what makes your result different from the other? Somebody else might be making 10K, another is making 20 or less than that. What makes your result different is number one, your experience in using the robot. Now, the robot is very simple. I tell people that we have different strategies. If you are in our mentorship group, you will discover that we have different strategies. And we give out all these strategies in the 10K group, in the 1 million gang group, in the inner group. All these strategies are for a reason. We have a strategy for those who are using $100 capital to trade. We call them small earners. Those who are their income, their profit is going to be consistent but small every day. We have another strategy for those who are using this is trading $500 and above. We have another one for those who are using $1,000 and above, and etc. So somebody who is using $10,000, or let me even use $1,000 for example, cannot be earning the same profit with somebody who is using $100. That is what some of you are missing. You will see a profit, you will see something you want to say, this person is making $20,000 in 10 days. Why is my own $1,000, or why is my own $500 or $2,000? Now, if you are using the strategy that is peculiar to your own capital judicially, you should know that it's a good business. You have $100, for example, and you've been able to do over $1,000 profit in that $100. Why are we, some of us, very greedy? You want to make $100,000 with $100. If even if someone tell you that you're going to make $100,000 with $100, don't you know the person should be lying to you? The person should be scamming you, indirectly, because in trading there is something we call you don't literally overtrade. You don't literally go against your capital. The capital you have the number of trade that you can allocate to it, so that it can give you profit. Because one good thing about our strategy is we want you to be safe. The robot want to ensure that, please, somebody is making noise in the background. I don't know who's making noise. Please, let's everyone. Chibike, please mute yourself. I think your mic is muted. Is unmuted. Now we want to make sure that you are making profit, and at the same time you are also, your capital is also safe in your hands. Because if we run away from scammers who create Ponzi scheme and call it business, and tell you to invest money where you've been investing your money and your money has been disappearing all over the years, you invest money, and after a while they disappear with your money, I begin to advocate to you that you should stop investing in those scam. Because there is nothing like investment. It doesn't happen. It's all scam. If you're not trading forex, you're not doing crypto. Forex doesn't have investment. Crypto have, buying coin and holding. You're not buying coins yourself to hold in your Binance or any crypto exchange. Then it's scam. Now, if you're now buying coins to hold, you should now be careful with the capital you have. Always know that your capital is your strength. The money you have to trade is your strength. So you should trade it like gold. You should value it like gold. Except you have some to waste, then you can, help the less privileged. Because we have a lot of persons in our community who don't have capital to trade. Maybe we can invite some of you to as philanthropists to assist them with capital to trade and raise money. Yes, some of them don't even have opportunities to borrow money to trade. So when you have that your little capital, guide it the way you guide your life. Now, in a way of guiding it, the evidence that you are truly genuinely guiding it is that you want to follow instructions we've given to you to follow. You want to adhere to the instructions we've given to you. We have training videos in our inner groups for those who have low capital and those who are trading good with higher uGas. We have settings in our 10K group. Follow these settings judicially. Some of you, do you know that some of you are I'm so sorry. I don't mean to insult anybody. I value you guys so much. I respect you guys. But some persons are very funny. Some persons are very, very funny. You got your uGas. uGas does not automatically give you money. You need to set up your trade. Somebody bought uGas, he didn't set up trade, he didn't do anything, and he have video. I've given you video to set up your trade in the inner group. And the guy wake up, he told me, I have been in this group for 2 days now, I've not been making profit. I said, okay, let me see your trade. He said, what is trade? I said, you are in the group, you've gotten the strategies, you've not used it, and it's very simple. Even people, I have a 76 years old man in our meeting, in our midst. I have an Indian man that is about almost 80 something years old among our team, making crazy money, making good amount of profit on daily basis. So both the old and the young can do it. I have young folks who are just leaving secondary school doing the same business. I tell people, provided you can read and you can write, you can make money in this business model. So you can read, and that was why you saw the ad video, you read it, you joined the group. That means you can read. Then why can't you go through the instructions in the group, follow it? It's very simple. Anybody, something like 20 minutes video you can watch, and strategies. We go live Tuesdays and Fridays, most especially Fridays. You can follow up and learn. And we have recorded also videos for you to follow. But no, some persons are not going to do that. What I'm saying is that there is so much money to be made in this business model. Like when I mean so much money, a lot of money. But the money is going to be in the custody of those who are ready to put up the work for it. Yes, people don't want to hear work for it. They always believe that, Africa, they want to make free money. They want money to fly from heaven and come to them. That is why I told people that the only way people are complaining for Africans, their governments coming them and everything. I said this main scam is from the people, because the people are lazy. They don't want to work. They don't want to develop your mind. They don't want to do anything. People just want to make money, and that's why I have a lot of beggars in Africa. Because people just want money to come to them. And when somebody has more money, you just believe that I have money. I should put my money somewhere to see. Let me tell you the truth. What we are doing in this platform is business, not investment. Investment is a place you carry your money, keep somewhere, money begin to come for you. I always tell you that if you want to do investment and you don't want to buy crypto and keep, so that when you rise you can sell, then go to CBN. If you're in Nigeria, go to CBN and do treasury bill. The only thing is that it might take you over. You might get old before you become rich in treasury bill. Even if you have any amount of money, treasury bills are going to be paying you every 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, and they're going to be giving you a little amount of money, so you can never be rich. So investment work for those who already have money. Listen to me. For those who have money already, you that is starting, you don't have much money, you want to build wealth. Mr. Chibike talked to you. He has made over almost $200,000 right now in profit, in gross profit, in all his accounts. When he started, he didn't have $100. Not even say $100. When he saw the ad video before then, he didn't have money to buy uGas of $90. uGas then, the minimum uGas then was $90, not 95. They were on promo then. He was attending meeting all through without having money. He had to borrow money to start. And likewise, so many persons have done. So I'm not asking you to go and borrow money, but I'm trying to give I'm giving you references. I can't mention the names of many. I just want to mention the one you know. Is that it is not by the abundance of money you have, it's by the abundance of the heart you're willing to learn. It's about the abundance of willingness to implement what we've taught you. We're working so hard to make sure that you guys get the best results in this business model. I'm overwhelmed by the kind of testimonies that some persons share with us, how their life have been changed and transformed doing this. But the truth is this: we can't count on the numbers. We want everybody. Until the least among us is a multimillionaire, then we're not yet there. And the only thing that can make this happen is you. Please, as we are working together, you need to work with us. Your work is this: let's assume I'm trying making this meeting that this talk I've been saying all along, for not for newbies who are just joining us, but for those who have gotten their uGas and they are in our mentorship group already. You've gotten your uGas, you're in our mentorship group already. You have a business model that I call a gold mine. Before you have a business model that can change your financial life and put you on a pedestal of financial freedom forever. That is the kind of business you have. As never seen before. I am not just vast. I have done businesses when it comes to the internet space. I am very vast. I have done all kinds of online businesses until I found that a robot can consistently trade this financial market for us. With my 11 years experience in trading, I have not seen a robot that can, even some expert that can trade much accurate like this robot, with a lot of strategies being put in place. Please, let us maximize it. I'm begging every one of us, let's maximize it, maximize the opportunity. I love you guys. It's over 10 p.m. already, so we're going to be ending here. Because of time, have quite we have behind schedule. If you have not gotten your uGas, go to the general group chat on Telegram or WhatsApp and register. Chat up the admins. We have posted their numbers and the link to chat them up in the group. Let them add you to the mentorship group. Or if you have a questions processing it, chat them up. You already in the inner group. You have any question, reach out to the admins. In the group you belong to, the admins, just chat, look at the group you belong to, and avoid people busting your DM or adding you to another group or private chatting you on your own, whether on WhatsApp or Telegram. When anybody chats you, some of them will go as far as using my profile picture. When they chat you, to be sure, I can never chat you first. That is why we provide our numbers for you to chat us first. So look at the numbers that are shown, admin numbers, and chat them. Or check the numbers we post on our group chat and reach out to them. And be sure that you are in the group you joined from the internet, from Facebook or TikTok, wherever you joined, not somebody adding you to a new group. So always be vigilant on this. And however, even if it's in the dream, somebody appear with a white cloth claiming to be an angel, and the person asks you to send money to him or her, just know he says, "Come, I will never request for your money. I will never ask you to send money to me. We don't have any paid online courses we are selling, and we don't intend to sell any in future. So what we provide you is just the opportunity to get registered in the business and get your gas, then put you on the settings and strategies and training style to train you on how to use the robot, and you make money on yourself. So see you guys tomorrow by 9 p.m. the same time, the same link you use in joining this meeting. And if you have not gotten your uGas, head over right now and get your uGas. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Good night. Peace out. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow.